All right, what's up? All right, I just wanted to talk about the idea that Micro Four Thirds being dead as a system. I don't think that that's actually what's going to happen. Certainly not for as like a videographer. I think as a photographer, maybe the Micro Four Thirds system is dead, right? But you can see Panasonic, especially because, well, since Olympus Olympus doesn't really matter. I don't think I don't even consider it as a viable option anymore. But if since Panasonic has been sort of looking to fulfill all of these different niches, right, with the Micro Four Thirds, right? So if you have like the GH5, right, it is. I think it's like the perfect camera for someone who's a run and gun shooter. You're a documentary filmmaker. You're a videographer, a wedding filmmaker. I think it's the ultimate system, right? It's so usable. You have a flippy screen, you have like the turned knobs, you've got all of the customizable buttons, right? And because the lenses are so small, they're like inobtrusive, right? So you get more natural, I guess, video from people because the camera doesn't get in the way. That's the problem with a lot of these systems, right? Is that the camera gets in the way. You have this huge lens, right? Full frame lenses are awful. Like, you can't. I don't know. There's something that it's impressive to have like a big lens, but honestly, do you really need it for photography? High level photography? Yes, yes. But if you're going to be doing videography, if you're going to be doing film, I don't see why you wouldn't choose the GH5 or the GH5S. The GH5S is at the point where it's like you could almost use it as an A cam for Netflix, which is amazing, right? Like a tiny little thing. All you have to do is like put the XLR cables on top of it and it's completely usable. I'm filming right now on the GH5S and I think the image is good and I'm an amateur really. I don't know anything. These are just my ideas. I'm just ranting just because I wanted to make something today. And sorry that this is like a ramble, but that's just how it is. So, the reason why Micro Four Thirds isn't dead is because bigger sensors don't really mean better results, right? Sure, you can get better bokeh or bokeh, whatever you say. But as far as photography goes, that's not all that photography is. Just blurry background doesn't make you a better photographer. It's about color. It's about I don't know detail. It's about all these different things that add up to the art that you create. And having a camera that sort of gets out of the way and is just usable, that's amazing. That's perfect. I'll probably link some like my Instagram. You could see some of the stuff that I make in low light with the Panasonic Leica 42.5, the Nocticron. It's an amazing prime lens. It's like an 85 millimeter equivalent, but you can't. I mean, it's great. I specifically only use it for videography though, and I think that's where I guess the future of Micro Four Thirds is going. It's a sort of like a videographer's system, a filmmaker's system, right? You have these sort of things coming out like the what is it called? Um, the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, right? You have this stuff coming out. You're getting better and better quality images with these Micro Four Thirds sensor, and it's usable, right? You get this huge screen, and it's lighter. You can compare that to something like I don't know, Canon Cinema line. Like I've used C100s, C200s, and like the image quality is pretty decent, but for the price, it's way more expensive. The lenses are bigger. It's just a huge system. But GH5, this is like you throw this in a bag. I've done several documentary shoots with people that and people were blown away with the image quality of the GH5 and the GH5s, and I just bring it in a messenger bag. That's not something that you can really do with full frame. I mean, you can, but it's heavier and it's bigger, right? What's the point of being able to go out and just shoot? That's the problem with, I guess, the ideology of using full frames, right? You want the best, the biggest, all that. But if you're not ever going to use it because it's too heavy, then what's the point? What's the point of it all? I think the point in the end is to make things. And so, as a system, Micro Four Thirds is for people that make things, right? Um, And I think that Panasonic is recognizing that, recognizing the differentiation between the two sort of people that do that. So we give street photographers, right? You get like the GX9. That's that's a street photographer's dream. Well, I wouldn't know honestly, but that's something that I would think, right? They remove the flippy screen, right? But they have like a tilting screen, and that's nice, but the form factor is tiny, something pocketable, right? And I think as like Tony Northrup was saying, the future is really in for photography. It's in the small stuff like the iPhone. That's where we're going to be going for photography. But when it comes to videography, this can't compete at all with like Micro Four Thirds, right? You can use full frame and you can get really good results, but like GH5 or the Panasonic line cameras, they give you like the codecs, they give you the slow motion, and it seems as though they don't hold back. They give you value for the money, right? I feel that that's the reason why Micro Four Thirds as a system probably won't be going away. Maybe in 5 years, but not something immediate. I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted to make something and I wanted to talk about it. And this is just my ideas that I just threw out there. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, I guess. I don't know.